Okay, welcome to a January 2025 reading. We're going to do Taurus first. Um, if you have a question that you want to get answered, just think about it now. And if the reading doesn't give you any direction, we'll pick one answer card at the end. It's a lot easier to do when you're doing an individual reading, but we will try this as a group collectively and see what happens. Also, for the people that have reached out and asked about personal readings, I did put a referral um, in the description. So you can look at that and go to that person's website if you don't have anyone and you think it might be a good fit for you after looking over her qualifications and stuff. You can go to that. So let's just get busy with this. I'm Spirit Child 1723. If you're new to this, I was going to say station. I guess YouTube channel. Station. I was just looking at my shirt and I guess I got sloppy with a pen. I got pen marks all over the place. So you can dress me up, but you still can't take me out at 59 years old. All right. Taurus Spirit in the month of January. New Year 2025. Out with the old, in with the new. All right. Taurus, you're first on the chopping block. Okay. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh boy, we're gonna put those back in. We only want 3 or 4. Let's try this again, Spirit. One at a time. 3 cards for Taurus in the month of December, please and thank you. Let's see. Hope everyone did all right in December and everyone's healthy coming into the new year. I'm gonna do this like healing type thing pretty soon. Give me 1 second here. All right. There we go. I got 3 cards all at once. Yeah, I'm going to set up some energy that's based off something that's already been set up way back in 2000. But I'll give you an opportunity to put the stuff you really want to let go of in this. Let's just call it a fire pit or a fire barrel for now. And you're welcome to use it and everything. So if you're interested in that, stay on the lookout and I will get that out shortly. But I'm gonna jump in January readings. Let's go, Taurus. I got to get moving here. All right, you got the Emperor energy out. Really good male energy. This is wisdom, wise counsel. This is strong male energy, established. There ain't no joking. This is all the energy of the kings and then some, right? And then we have the Three of Pentacles, actions. So it's moving, getting the energy moving, taking action on a new project or idea, or even a relationship, or even a side type hustle for some of you. But this is all about making choices in your money. This could be a collaboration when 3 shows up. And then we have the Five of Swords. So some unwanted energy, loss, regret, sorrow. Betrayal, disappointment, all of that. But the way to get out of this energy is to be able to move on, kind of reestablish your passion and your desire and get to the 6, the 6 of air. All right, interesting, Taurus. Interesting so far. We're going to use couple different decks, or I know I haven't used this one in a reading. This is really wild deck, Taurus. In the month of January. Taking a vow. Okay, this is intuitive empath deck. So I'm not pulling out the book. There's real long, drawn out explanations of what the author intended, but we're not going to do that. We're going to read the energy from the card. If you want to, and you can find the information somewhere, you're welcome to take note of the number of the card and look it up for yourself. All right, 2 more cards, Spirit. Month of January, Taurus. January 2025 energy for Taurus coming into the new year, please and thank you. All right, I'm going to shuffle about 3 more times if nothing jumps. Well, we did have a jumper. 17, choosing experiences wisely. Kind of a soul wisdom card. One more. One more for Taurus, and there it is. All right. Establishing emotional boundaries. Wow. Okay, so these are real psychedelic. I'm going to pull this just a little closer here. I don't know. I should put marks on the floor where I can get to the same spot, but I don't know. Sorry, guys. All right. It's going to bug me if I don't adjust it now. All right. All right. So the first card out underneath the Emperor, that strong male energy, is taking a vow. So some of you guys, might be well into some spiritual discipline that's practiced with a group of people. Some of you might be ascending um, in societies or groups or organizations that are spiritual in nature. And this has shown a lot of download energy and stuff crossing the crown chakra and the third eye. There's a little bit going through the throat chakra too. But there are ascensions taking place, and sometimes you'll feel just like this card looks. You'll feel scattered all over the place, your energy, and you got to kind of regather it. And you'll feel drained. You'll feel like you got a cold or you got a flu, but you don't. Those can be ascension symptoms. All right, 17. One of my lucky numbers, 17 and 23. Choosing experiences wisely. So, like I said, this is more of a soul knowing, like a knowingness that what path you need to take to learn certain lessons, or to accomplish certain goals, or bring abundance into your life. But this is talking about a deep knowing. It says choosing experiences wisely. So, if you're not operating totally in the 3D, some of this direction is aimed at, your inner soul growth. All right, Taurus, what else? That's pretty getting deep here fast, huh? All right, the number 1 card, establishing emotional boundaries. Okay, establishing emotional boundaries. So, this is being good to yourself, right? Showing your heart, you know what I mean? Being true to yourself, taking care of your needs, your wants, being the most important person in your life, kind of like, um, I know to make the transition, I looked at it like, hey, my company's Mark Inc., you know what I mean? And I come first, and anyone I can help in the process, when I'm on my game, that's great. But I have to understand that I don't look for something outside of myself per se to fulfill my needs, and when something isn't right or somebody isn't going to treat me up to expectations and boundaries I have for myself, then they get blocked off. They got to take their energy somewhere else, not to me. All right, next row. Let's see what we got. Taurus in the month of January. Unconditional love. See, that's about taking care of yourself. You come first. All right, this one's coming over, and this one came out there. Resilience. All right. And misjudgment. Okay. All right, so the first card out underneath taking a vow is unconditional love. There's only one love. You're worth loving, So this is showing the parental giraffe over the little baby giraffe. And it might be hard to see because some interesting artwork. It's just showing sort of like a peaceful, calm, like this is home, and that warmth and motherly love. And again, if it wasn't provided to you in your childhood, or as a adolescence or whatever, it's like, as an adult, it's your job to start providing it to yourself, is what I've learned, right? Then we have resilience. Oh, this guy, this guy's been through the ringer. He looks like he just came out of the lab here. Frankenstein messed with him. Create heart-brain coherence for super resilience. heart, brain. So it's saying the intellect and emotions, like, combined, to make decision. Take the lessons and stuff that you learn. If you look at it, this is that guy back there has been through the ringer, man, but he's not out. He's not down for the count, right? He's coming back out. I say he. It could be he, she, it, combination. Um, there's a crystalline structure that's being created. This person's DNA is being switched up, and he's going to resurface from the shadow world, right, and come back into the 3D strong. With all those lessons that he might have put himself through, some of them, and other people, put him through those also, where he might not have had a choice. But this person's coming out. It's like the phoenix rising here. All right, and then we have misjudgment. Okay, everyone just wants to be treated as if they're normal. All right, so, oh wow, the artwork's like crazy on this. All right, we got a Volkswagen hippie bus. I mean, VW, just a regular VW Bug. We got a Martian person over here. And we got, I don't know where this guy comes from. Like, he looks like a native Indian that you know came from the future or something, or way from the past, but it's almost like the future again. So it's talking about allowing people to be where they're at, and it's okay if they don't match up. There's a whole mess of other cars in the background. It might be a little hard for you guys to see, but there's 3 or 4 cars. It's not like this one, but the message is that they're all okay. You know what I mean? They're all forms of transportation, and there's somebody who likes each and every one of them, right? Um, this here is that we exist as different people, different values, without tearing other people down. Yeah, it's kind of interesting reading. Where I like it. I'm having fun, man. Thank you, Taurus. This is fun. Something different. All right, we're going to take 3 from the Romance Angels. Get a little glimpse for you in January. Cards are clumpy. Energy's a little dense. Let's see what comes out for Taurus. We got one made its way out. We got deception. Someone's wearing a false mask in this relationship. Then we have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Let's see what the third card out is for you guys. There it is. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So, excuse me 1 second. Got an itch. It's dry. We use gas heat, and I try to get some humidity back in there, but it's dry when that heat's running. All right, so the first card out, Torres, is deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So, you know, I've talked to some people over the last 2 weeks, and we all agree in general, 30 days, somebody can con you. 45 days, some of the real truth about the person's going to come out. 90 days, their stage character's done. You're going to see something that they can't withhold from you if you're looking, if you're open to receiving that. And I talked to a few people, and I talked to people that have some age and wisdom and experience. We all agree that I like 90 days. I'm like, nobody can hide their true selves from you all that well in a 90-day period, right? Something's going to slip through. So, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. This, even though it's a romance card, this could be in connections that aren't like fully established as romance yet, but, putting down, not that friendship is a basis for a relationship. I mean, usually is part of it, but um, you know, the order and the way it happens in the type of social settings that you get to know the person in, that could all kind of affect the order in which it happens. Um, Some people have chemistry and get physically involved, right off the bat, and then work on the friendship ladder. Others, want to kind of establish getting to know the person some before they get physical with them, whichever way works for you. But they're saying the bond deepens as you reveal your true self. And it says, let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. And what I like here is like sometimes you just need help, you know, being easy on yourself. Let's put it like that, Taurus. Like, you know, uh, if you're healing wounds and you're still resentful about the last situation and stuff, is like, you know, take the comfort of your friends and your family that understand. And I always say, like, if you're just looking for someone to listen, tell them before you put all the information out there, because most people are going to have an opinion, or they just feel emotionally responsible to give you an answer when you might not need that. So it's good to clarify that in the beginning. Hey, I just want to vent and I need you to listen, and maybe later we'll talk about it if that's what you want. All right, so that's basically what I have for you, Torres. I just want to look back in the reading a little, because it was about, there was some self-care and letting people be who they are. There was a Five of Swords as well as the Mask of Deception, right? Um, and it says choosing experiences wisely. That I took as soul direction. Taking a vow. There's some of you that you know you're on your way to some like serious spiritual growth. And I'm telling you that the speed and the vibration that's coming in to move the energy along, again, like, no one's gonna fake it. The ones that can't get up to a certain speed or vibration, they're gonna be left behind. They're gonna become extinct in time. Because you can't stay you know stuck in the energy that doesn't exist anymore, right? The 5D world vibrates at a certain frequency, right? And it just overlays the 3D. It's going on at the same time, right? And uh both of those worlds exist, right? One of them's all material, one of them's all spirit. The 4D, what I call 4D, and it's a different definition than a lot of people look at it, is the people that get trapped, right? They don't ascend, but they're attached to the world. Some people call them ghosts or spirits that linger, or whatever it is. But what's more important is 5D and 3D, right? Getting direction from the 5D is clear direction for your soul growth, right? If you get direction from the 4D about your spiritual life, it's usually not reliable, guidance. But anyways, got off course here. All right, so that question that I asked at the beginning, if there was something that we touched on or didn't get to in the reading, it works great in personal readings. I don't know if it's going to work as a group, but I'm going to pick one card, so hold that question in your head if it wasn't addressed in the reading, and let's see what we get for an answer. I'm not going to try to explain it. I'm going to leave it for you guys to explain to yourself. So we have a yes. Whatever question you guys were asking in the beginning, if I didn't touch it in the reading, we got a definite yes for Torres in the month of January. That's your reading, guys. If you made it to the end, please like and subscribe. I need more returning viewers for sure. I'm trying to switch it up. I really like the selection of decks to get out of the ones I was using over and over again. So that's a slight change for now. And have a good New Year's.